This video tutorial is going to highlight some of the main features of the new workspace analysis integrated into the simulator. Now, as we saw before, we can go ahead and interact with the part and move the user frame. Now, this is the dome tutorial, and we have 5 operations, and when we enter the simulator, there was a calculation, and all of them are set to go, meaning everything is working well. Now I can come and click on the part and start moving the part. So let's say I move the part out a little bit. Now we see that the state of all 5 operations is now set to unknown. So now I can click on calculate, and we can recalculate and see if everything is working properly. In this case it is, because it was a very small move that I did. Now if I take this part and move it further out, and now I click on calculate again, we'll see that some issues have been introduced. So operations 1 and 3 are good, but operations 2, 4, and 5 have some issues. And we can actually go on each one of the operations and see that there's out of reach issues on various points. Now, we have the workspace button, which toggles workspace on and off. We can click on workspace, so therefore we see the workspace and we see the wrist center. Now we do have 2 options where we can hide the wrist center or we can show the wrist center. So what we see here is the wrist center, and the portions of the wrist center that are outside of the workspace are painted in red, and then the remaining sections are painted in green. Now, just like for prior versions, we can now go ahead and move the part, and we can even go, let's say, on the front view, and we can move the part and bring the wrist center in, and now we can click on calculate again and iteratively find the best workspace for this part. However, there is something else that we can do as well. So let's say I move this file out again, like so, and I'll click on calculate. And what I'll do here as well is I'm going to remove collision checking, because that's taking longer to calculate. So we see here where we have a case where there's a small portion of operation 4 that is outside the workspace. So what I could do now is I can go ahead and click on that point, which is out of the workspace. Now I click on the part and I start moving the part in towards the robot. Now the minute the robot can reach the point, it attaches back to the spindle, and now I know where my maximum limit is. So therefore, the minute the tool detaches from the robot, I know I'm outside the workspace, so now I can attach the tool back to the robot and bring it just a little bit in for a safety margin. And now I know I have gone as far as I can comfortably to the outside extremity of the workspace of the robot. So this feature can allow you to do a full exploration of the workspace of your robot, as well as the task that you're trying to place inside your workspace.